What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, back with another episode of International Cricket Captain 2016 Australia Reborn. I've been real flat out this weekend, so I've basically only just been able to get this video out. We're rocking with this side here for our Australia versus Pakistan second 2020 International. Pretty standard side. We've got Moises coming in for a game. Ben McDermott playing as our keeper as well. He has not batted yet in 3 games, but a fairly inexperienced side when you look at it. A lot of players who are still in single figures for their T20 international career. But without any further ado, let's go and get into the game. Let's play it and see what we can do. So we're going to call heads, and hopefully we can get something. Finally, we win a toss. Pretty overcast at the moment, so you know what? Normally we don't do this in 2020 cricket, but we are going to have a bowl first, and hopefully that can work well in our favour. We've got Mitchell Starc and Sean Abbott who are opening up for us. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be talking about the Big Bash League. Obviously, the final for that was last night. I'm going to have full, comprehensive discussion, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow in our Don Bradman Cricket My Career video. Basically, just going over that. Going over some other stuff. I know tomorrow that New Zealand and Australia start the Chappell Hadley series. South Africa and Sri Lanka are going through a one-day series. I'm going to say 2020 series, but a one-day series. As Starc gets off with a pretty, well, I mean, it is going on to hit the top of off, but only just. And I mean, that is a bit hard, I must say, on the batsman. But a good, a good wicket. We'll definitely take a good early wicket to see Ahmed Shahzad back into the hut. And it's very surprising. Sarfaraz Ahmed is actually opening up for the Pakistanis here, which is something that we have not seen to date so far. An outside edge, and that has gone straight to the fielder. Starc gets 2 in the space of 4 balls, and Umar Akmal, who recently has made his return to the Pakistan one-day side, is now back in the hut. Pakistan 8 for 2, would you believe? And they have not got off to a very good start whatsoever. And still plenty of bowling left to come, as I think we have gone and picked up our 3rd wicket there as Sean Abbott grabbed Babar Azim. That is a big wicket. He is averaging 60 in 2020 cricket. And inside the first 3 overs, Pakistan already 3 down. And this decision to bowl first is really paying off for us. I'm tempted to use Starc again, but I'm not going to go to him. I'm going to go with Moises. He is in the side. It was a real tough choice whether to play Moises or Agar. I think Agar at the moment is still a very raw talent in this game for me. Offers a lot with the bat, but not so much with the ball. Moises, he's proven. I think he actually played in the last game for us as well, and has shown that he can still contribute at this level. It might have been one-day internationals actually that he did play. But show that he can still contribute with both bat and ball. Not the greatest first over, going for 10. But you'd have to say Pakistan still very much on the back foot. If Mitchell Marsh gets Sarfaraz Ahmed here, which he has, another pretty dodgy LBW decision, but we will take it. It sees Pakistan 27 for 4, and we're not even outside of the power play yet. Make that 27 for 5. What a catch I think that is by Stevie Smith at first slip, and Mitchell Marsh is on a hat-trick. Can he get it is the question. No, he can't. It's dabbed away by Khan. What a shot to play on the hat-trick ball, just to dab that away. But Mitchell Marsh, you'd have to say the damage has been done already inside this power play. This is the last over in the power play, and to be completely honest, I'm probably not going to go to my spinners. I've got Maxwell and Lyon that I am going to have to get 4 overs out of at some stage. That is if Pakistan managed to bat out their full 20 overs here, which, to be honest, doesn't really look like it's happening. Moises picks up his first one, but 36 for 6 after 6.3 overs. And there's an why did I not have the slip in? Maybe it was because we did get taken to in that first over from Moises, but I'm really tempted to try and stick with these guys. Maybe Marsh and Moises are going to go and bat through. That one there was pitching outside the leg stump, so no point going and looking through that again. But really, if we can get another wicket here soon, then, you know, Pakistan are in real danger of not making a score of any contribution. Not that they're in the greatest position at the moment already. That one there has taken the outside edge. It is going to fall safe into that vacant leg side field and head away for 4. So we're not too fussed about that, but we are making chances. 48 for 6 at the halfway stage. Would you believe it that possibly Pakistan could be that far behind? And you'd have to say that definitely this game is in Australians' hands at the moment. Really do need something. I don't want to say that this is a big, massive partnership that these two are putting on, but just really want to go and try and break it somewhere. We're going to bring in Nathan Lyon. This pitch is not really suitable too much to spinners, but we all know how good Nathan Lyon can be, and that there is a very good first over from him. He has only gone for just the 2 runs. We'll give Glenn Maxwell a bowl, just to see what does happen. I was tempted to go with just the 1 spinning option in Maxwell and Lyon. Maxwell hasn't been bowling very well for me as of late, and we can see this here as he's gone for 5 off his first 3 balls. That has been followed up by 4 as well. So that is, I wouldn't say got Pakistan back into the game by any stretch of the imagination. They are still very much behind the 8 ball, but we just need, that little bit more pressure, and I think I might bring back both Abbott and Stark very early on, probably in the next over, and try and bowl Lyon out another one here. I did really want to go and try and keep the pressure on with the seam bowlers, but we just didn't quite have that today. Probably missed a trick a little bit, just with the way the conditions were and how the pitch was playing. Probably would have been suited to go for more seam bowling rather than the couple of spinners that we have gone and taken on. And all of a sudden, these two aren't going along at any great pace by any stretch of the imagination, but they have done enough. They've gone and put the total, competitive enough, and that one there has been dropped by Gary. You've got to be joking me. Come on, Gaz. You've got to take that one, mate. A very soft caught and bowled opportunity has gone down. He may, I was going to say, may get this LBW, but the umpire has given us our fair share of dodgy ones in the innings so far. I don't think we're going to get any more, but realistically, I would kind of like to try and keep Pakistan under 100 in this run chase. They have got a few... Well, they do have wickets in hand now, but not really too much to come after this. But these two, even though they have gone slow, they have managed to put on a little bit of a partnership and get Pakistan back into this game slightly, it must be said. Still only 96, heading into the last over. Again, so many plays and misses. The ball is just on an absolute string for these Aussie bowlers. Another outside edge that has just gone and missed. You got to feel sorry for Benny McDermott. He has done a great job behind the stumps for me, and I think this is his 4th 2020. But he has done really, really well. He's been very agile, very good with his movement. Hasn't had a bat yet, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when he does have to come and bat. But with the gloves, he has been very, very successful, as has Warner with the bat, and we're seeing this here. He's hit 4 I was going to say 4 fours, but 3 fours in at those first 4 balls. Make that 4 and 5, boys. That's what I was going and trying to get to. But Australia off to a wicked start, it must be said, in this chase. You know what? Another piece of bad fielding, and that's going to go for 4-2. So 20 coming off the first over, all of those coming off the bat of David Warner, and all of a sudden, he has gone from being basically having no settled stat, shall we say, to almost a third of the way full from Mohamed Ifram with that over. But it's one of those things. Chasing a total like this can be a little bit tricky. It's one of those things that you don't want to go out and lose wickets early. Personally, myself, if I was chasing this, you get your openers even 3 and forward, just go hard in those power plays when the fielders are outside, and it does make it easy. You can... Not that it should be. Like in 2020 cricket, a chase of just over 100 really should be an easy chase, and you shouldn't make too much of a gash of it. But we have seen it happen in the before in the past with numerous teams where they just haven't been able to go and get things going. So go out, be aggressive. If you lose a couple of wickets in the power play, but you still manage to get 40 or 50 runs, you're not too concerned. Like we've done here. We've scored 51 for none off our 6 overs. Warner started off with a hiss and a roar. Remember, he was 20 off 6, but has slowed down a little bit here. I think now the field has changed too, so there are going to be less gaps out there, but still, only 48 needed off the last 13 overs. You'd have to say this game is definitely in the hands of the Australians, and Dave Warner deposits that one for his 2nd maximum of the game, and he's going to nudge that one there through backward point to pick up 4. All of a sudden, 68 for none, only 36 needed off the last 12 overs, and this is going to be a big win in terms of 2020 cricket for the Australians. They scamper through for a single there. I believe that is Warner's 50 that he's brought up in very quick time. 50 of the 71 runs going to Warner. Finch doing his job at the moment. That's all you can really ask for. He's 20 off 20, going at a run a ball. He has scored those boundaries, when is needed, but in an over like that, you really would hope that the strike would be turned around a lot more. A lot of dot balls, and I don't know whether that's due to the conditions that we're playing in, obviously not the greatest of pitch, and the overhead conditions as well, which did really help our swing bowling in that first innings. But Finchy now starting to go and getting into his work. He doesn't want to play second fiddle to Dave Warner. That one there has gone for 6. That's his first maximum of the innings, and this is a big over. And Australia are moving ever so closer to this victory. Probably looking like it's going to be done with 10 wickets left in hand, marring, maybe a bad shot or a good ball, but you really would bet on the Australians getting home here by 10 wickets with a lot of time left to go. Misfield there by Pakistan. That's something we've seen a lot of recently in their tour to Australia. They're going to scamper through here, pick up the single. Maybe a little bit of lazy running there from from Warner. But 2 needed, 7 overs left to go. That can't be out, surely, thank you. I was going to say, I really want that 10-wicket win. That one there may have taken the... No, it's just a play and a miss. I was going to say that one there may have taken the outside edge, but Finchy finally plays that one down the ground. He will pick up 4. He finishes 45 off 41, Warner 58 off 42, and at the end of the day, Australia win with 6.5 overs left to go and 10 wickets left in the bag. That was set up hugely by the bowlers, and it wasn't just one bowler. The whole bowlers went and got in. As we can see, we did only take 6 wickets, but to keep a team to 103 in a 2020 International, it shows the economy rates were absolutely great. I actually just want to have a quick look at that because the economy very, very good. As you can see, Stark 2 for 18, Abbott 1 for 26, Moises bowled his 1 for 22, Mitchell Marsh 2 for 17. So all those economy rates, apart from Sean Abbott, under 6, under a runner ball, and that definitely went and got the job done. Nathan Lyon did his bit too, 3 for 11 on a pitch that wasn't favouring too much of the spinners, and Australia get up. They win the second 2020 International, and they win that series 2-0. Now, what is coming next, and I did hint at this in the last video, is actually, that's right, there's a one-day tournament. I was going to say, the 2020s can't be done. We've got a one-day tournament, which I think we saw on our New Zealand Reborn career mode. But essentially, Australia, New Zealand and Pakistan playing in a tri-series that is going to finish up with a 3-game final series. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Cliffy, your king of career mode and New Zealand's #1 source of international cricket captain content, signing out.